Hello and welcome to DromeFood. I'm Nolan Silverstein, and tonight we're going to make wok-style bok choy. You need 1 large head of bok choy, 2 cloves of garlic, sesame oil, vegetable oil, and water. We need to go ahead and turn our cast iron skillet onto a medium-high heat and let that heat up for about 5 minutes. Here I have 1 large head of bok choy. This bok choy is from Carpenter Farm. What I want to do is first separate the leaves and look inside. You can see there's some dirt, maybe a few bugs in there. Peel away like you would with celery until you get to around the center tiny leaves of the bok choy. This actually isn't something that we're going to cook tonight. We're going to remove these. My bok choy needs to be washed. Once the bok choy has been washed, it's time to break it down. Essentially, we're going to cook this in 2 stages. The white, thick, fleshy part of the bok choy, or the stem of the bok choy, cooks very similar to celery or to a thicker green. It's very crunchy, but it's very easy to cook, whereas the leaf cooks similar to spinach. So we need to find a happy balance between the two. As we break this down, we're going to break it down into 2 sections. I'm going to start right in the middle, where I start to notice my leaves are developing. I'm going to cut right there. Make 2 piles. 1 pile of greens, 1 pile of stems. The stems are going to be cut about 1 inch thick. And we're just going to cut the greens about 2 inches thick. So 3 cuts. Then we need to break down 2 cloves of garlic. If you have ginger, you can also add it to this recipe. And reserve, add 1 teaspoon of oil to the pan. You may need a glove for your cast iron. Make sure that oil is spread around. We're going to add all of our bok choy stems to this pan now. Cook over a medium-high heat for about 3 minutes. Make sure everything is touching the pan. After about 1.5 minutes, toss up your bok choy. You should see a nice brown on the pieces that have been flipped. Cook for about another 1.5 to 2 minutes. It looks like due to the really thick nature of this particular bok choy, we're going to have to cook for a few extra minutes. So once all the stems look like they're browning and starting to shrivel, we're going to add all of our leaves and 2 tablespoons of water. This is going to create a lot of steam, so be careful. You can see the water is starting to wilt all of this bok choy. And we flash fried the stems, and now we're steaming the leaves. Let that cook until all of the water has boiled off. After about 90% of the water has cooked off, we're going to add all of our minced garlic. Mix thoroughly. Cook for an additional minute, then remove from heat and add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, as well as a few shakes of salt or some soy sauce. You can also add chili pepper or chili oil to this dish to add a kick. And serve immediately. Here we have wok-style bok choy. This has been DromeFood. You're watching DromeBox.com.